Good evening, football fans. Hope you all having a good work week. Well, we are approaching week 8 in the NFL season. Now, before I get to the week 8 matchups in the NFL come this weekend, I want to talk about the Giants. Now, the Giants played on Sunday afternoon against the Philadelphia Eagles. And all I could say is they were absolutely awful. They saw no effort. They put no effort into the game. They ended up getting blown out by the Eagles. Now, I understand the Giants are probably not going to win the game anyway, but to see them get blown out, so no effort, tells me this team has problems. And I don't think it's just injuries. I think there's other problems with this team. First of all, it's not that great of a quarterback, flat out. Why they sign him to a new contract worth $40 million a year is beyond me. Because to me, he's not worth $40 million. Also, the offensive line is not good either. Now, the only bright side about this team is that defense is still pretty good. But the quarterback is not that great, and the offensive quarterback is not that great. Now, next Monday, the Giants go to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers on Monday Night Football. Now, as it is, they don't play well in primetime games, and they end up losing them. So I don't see them beating Steelers next Monday. Honestly, I don't. Because this team has multiple problems. And they'll play well in primetime games. Now, I don't know where this team's heading. Because obviously, the way they're going, they're going to end up tanking and get a top 5 pick in the draft, which maybe not should be so bad because they can at least get drafted another quarterback. Because I don't think Jerry Jones is not that great. I mean, he's been with the team 6 years now, and he hasn't got any better. Plus, he's constantly getting injured. So I don't know where the team's heading, and I don't know how long Brian Daboll is going to be the head coach of the team. I mean, at some point, you got to do something. And since Tom Coughlin has stepped down as the Giants head coach, the Giants have 4 head coaches. Ben McAdoo, Pat Shurmur, Joe Judge, and now Brian Daboll. It seems they can't get the right coach. They cannot get the right coach. I don't know. And also, I think, what's the owner's name? John Mara gave too much control over the team to Joe Shane. To me, if I was the owner of the Giants, I would want to have a say on what goes on with the team. So I don't like the idea that John Mara gave control over the team to Joe Shane. Obviously not. So that's all I got to say about the Giants. Now, let's get to these Week 8 matchups. Tomorrow night, on Thursday Night Football, on Prime Video, you have the Vikings at the Rams. On Sunday, you have the Giants at Steelers, Monday Night Football. Jets at Patriots. Ravens at Browns. Titans at Lions. Colts at Texans. Packers at Jaguars. Cardinals at Dolphins, Falcons at Bucks, Eagles at Bengals, Bills at Seahawks, Saints at Chargers, Bears at Commanders, Panthers at Broncos, Chiefs at Ravens, and on Sunday Night Football, you have Cowboys at 49ers. So that's your week 8 matchups in NFL. Now, before I end this video, I want to talk about the Jets because they didn't play that great either in week 7 of the NFL season. They took on the Steelers in Pittsburgh on Monday Night Football. Now, they should have beat the Steelers because, quite frankly, the Jets are better than the Steelers. Now, they lost and they didn't play that well either. Even Rodgers did not play well. Now, this is their 4th loss. Now, the next 2 games are crucial for the Jets. This Sunday, they go New England to play the Patriots. And then next Thursday, they're home against the Texans on Thursday Night Football. These are 2 big games for the Jets. These 2 games will define whether they go to the playoffs. Just straight out. If they lose to the Patriots in New England on Sunday, then that shows me this is basically over. And I don't think, to me, bringing Aaron Rodgers over to the Jets was not exactly a smart idea, because it seems he has a say on what goes on with the team. He demanded all these players the Jets got who used to play for him, with the Packers, including Davante Adams. So they got Davante Adams for him, Lazar, Cobb, I don't know who else. So they gave him all these players that he used to play with when he played with the Packers. So he has the weapons. Meanwhile, they're 2-5 on the season. In my view, they're worse this season than last season. At least last season, he didn't play because he got injured in the first game. But at least, with Zach Wilson as quarterback, they played. They were able to keep up. This season, they're worse. Absolutely worse. And I don't think he's not playing that great either, Aaron Rodgers. The only game that he played good was against the Patriots earlier this season at MetLife Stadium. Other than that, I don't think it's been that great. Now, the Jets do have a good defense. I gotta give credit that. But they don't have a good offensive line. That's the problem. So, all I can say about the Jets is that the next 2 games, Patriots in New England on Sunday, and next Thursday at home against the Houston Texans on Thursday Night Football, are 2 big games. Those 2 games will define whether the season's over or they go to the playoffs. Plain and simple. Because I don't see them winning the AFC East division. Because they're 3 games back of the Buffalo Bills. And it looks like Buffalo's are going to win the division. Which means they got to close a wild card spot. And unfortunately, you have 3 wild card spots in each conference. So they got they got to compete with a wild card spot. And there's too many teams in the NFC who are going to compete for a wild card spot. Now, in my view, the division winners in the AFC are going to be Chiefs, Ravens, Texans, and Bills. So that means you're going to have the Jets, the Steelers, probably the Bengals, and maybe another team competing for 3 wildcard spots. So they gotta start winning some games, or else. Because if they don't start winning games, I don't want to see this Jets go in the playoffs. And if they'll make the playoffs, then all this hype of bringing Aaron Rodgers over to the Jets and get all these players for him that used to play with the Packers was just a waste of time and money. Plain and simple, time and money. This is the same thing that happened when the Jets brought Brett Favre over about like several years ago. And how'd that look? It didn't work out well at all. So every year, it's always something with the Jets. Every year, it's something with the Jets. I feel bad for Jets fans. I feel bad for them because they're one who are suffering with this Jets team. So that's all I have to say about the Jets. Looking forward to another week of NFL football. I don't know what games I'm going to be watching on Sunday because the Giants don't play Monday Night Football, and I probably won't be watching the Giant game because game 3 of the World Series is next Monday. But I'll probably check in on the score, see how they're doing. So that's about it. I hope you all have a great Wednesday evening.